Hello, everybody. Just the initial greetings, because with some of you we've been knowing each other for a long time, so it's time for saying hello to everybody. Not all of you, we don't know all of you, but I'm confident we will have the time and the opportunity to speak, to discuss further. And first of all, thank you everybody for being here. I'm pretty sure that many other people will join in a couple of minutes, but to respect everybody's time, we can get started. The meeting is being recorded, so tomorrow everybody will have the slide deck and a link to the video. Of course, just the basic rules of this meeting. Today we are presenting Forma 3.0, the newest version of our LMS, and especially focus on the differences between Forma 2 and Forma 3. It might be the case that some of you don't even know what Forma LMS is. So in that case, just ask, and we will have the opportunity to give you some more detail. Okay.
Max, you are on mute.
Okay, I think somebody muted me, so that's why I was mute.
Maybe
yes, sorry.
Sorry, Max, maybe it was me. Sorry.
I was saying a couple of more very easy rules that I'm asking you to follow. Just please don't interrupt us while we're speaking. When you have questions, please use the chat, either with some of the organizers or the common chat. It's the same. Every now and then, every 2 or 3 slides, we will collect your questions and answer to everybody. And actually, that's the part that I enjoy the most. I like presenting, but I mostly like giving answers to people, because that's where and when everybody can learn something new. Okay, enough with the initial greetings and rules, and let's just get started. Are you still seeing my screen? Are you still seeing the presentation? Alberto,
Yeah.
Francesca, please.
Yeah, Max, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So this event is actually for 2 types of users. It's for those who already know and love Forma, and for those who still do not, but soon will know and love Forma. And I don't know how many of you fall in any category. For those of you who still don't know who we are, here's just a very quick peek into eLearnit, into our ecosystem. So we've been doing this job for many years, over 16 years. This job is actually providing solutions and services for learning. It was the prehistory when we started doing this. Now it's this field is more mature, but many of the lessons that we learned during all these years still apply. Basically, what we do is helping you start your academy, or helping you take the next step if you already have an academy. We help you with courses, either off the shelf or custom made. We have an LMS, a platform, and that's why we're here. And we also have services to tie all of this together. We are not alone in doing this because we're part of a larger ecosystem. Forma LMS.
Max, sorry, we're not seeing your screen. If you're moving through slides, we are still seeing the cover.
And now are you seeing my screen or not? I don't understand.
No, we're still seeing the cover slide.
The cover slide.
Okay, I understand. So the function is not working as I expected.
Okay. Oh.
So sorry for this. Okay, I think now everything is okay, right? So we're not alone in doing this. Forma LMS is the association that actually owns Forma, owns the product and the code, and we're part of that. We're among the founding members. And Forma Farm is our sister company. Forma Farm manages cloud hosting for Forma and sells plugins and other technical services for Forma LMS. Okay, so let's start with the, well, maybe the most boring part, but it's essential because without this, Forma 3 wouldn't have been possible. So what's new under the hood? Under the hood, we've developed and perfectioned the core of Forma, and we've rewritten many functionalities, and we've changed and improved the event management. An event in Forma is whatever happens and triggers something. A user is registered, a course is completed, somebody does something. All of this is an event, and with the new event management that we implemented, it's much easier to well, to add new functionalities and to develop new plugins. Basically, let me just admit a couple of two participants. So basically, the first one, PHP 7.4, is now the new default PHP. By the way, if you're not a developer, if you're not an IT manager, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just ignore pretty simply what I'm saying. What is important here is that most of Forma has been totally rewritten to make it more contemporary and to account for more modern look and feel, more safety, better performance, and to make Forma easier to maintain. So that's the core of what I'm saying. Many features have been rewritten. A lot of obsolete code has been removed, and the events have been rewritten. So basically, that's what happened under the hood. For those of you who still don't know Forma, of course, you won't know what I'm talking about, but for those of you who already use Forma, this will sound very good news. The most visible change has been the graphic restyling in the interface, of course, made possible but by what I have mentioned a moment ago. The login page has been redesigned, the My Courses and the catalog page has been redesigned, and also the so-called course sheet has been redesigned. But before I move forward, is there any question, anything you want to know or you want to ask, please write in the chat, or you can also use the microphone right now. Nobody? Okay, I assume everything is clear. So let's go to the first changes. So first of all, the login page has been redesigned. A transparency has been added here in the login box, and everything has been made more responsive and more contemporary. That's the basic. I will tell you some more about graphic, because also the templated plugin has been redesigned. A plugin, for those of you who don't know what a plugin is an add-on, is an additional feature and an additional functionality to a basic LMS. Templated, especially, is what we can use to change the colors and change the general look and feel of the LMS, change its cover page, change the logo, and actually also do much more, add many different cover pages, etc. Before, templated just covered two colors, the primary and secondary color. Now I think it covers well, maybe 7 or 10 different colors inside the LMS. So that's a major change. This one that you are seeing here is the new My Courses page, which is one of the main areas of the LMS. The boxes are now more square than before, and there's a small moving effect when you hover on the logos, and all these tabs, formerly tabs, now have been redesigned as ovals. The boxes being square means that now it's much easier for users, even with small screens, to just click on enter without the need to scroll down. Before, with small screens, you had this issue. Also, all the information has been redistributed, and now the closing date or other information is here on this left side, while the enter button has been placed on the same level, at the same height of the other information. The icons here stay the same as before, but here the help desk icon, the administration icon, and the user profile space has been slightly redesigned and made more contemporary. Especially in the user profile, you are now seeing a thumbnail of your avatar, your picture, even without opening the user profile. Okay, I'm seeing somebody. Were there any major changes to the gradebook? Okay, I'm recording this this question for later. Let's just leave it here at the moment. The second major change is the dashboard, which was something that people have been asking for a lot of time. Dashboard is actually a custom homepage for your users that allows you to present your contents in a modular way, to distribute your content with some blocks and different layouts. And also, what is also quite interesting, you can have different custom dashboards for different organization chart nodes. this is also something that many people have been asking for a long time. Essentially, this means you have users from company A, they will see a dashboard. Users from company B, they will see a different dashboard, and so on. This is an example of the new dashboard, which can be made the homepage, actually. You can use the My Courses page or the dashboard
Marcia Henry joined the meeting
as a starting point, or also the course catalog, if you wish. So basically, you can have a banner here, or you can actually put it in different places, because everything can be moved with drag and drop. So in this example, we have a banner here, we have a calendar. The calendar is actually live. It displays all the courses that the user is enrolled to, and all these small rectangles are clickable and take you directly to the course, either classroom course or an e-learning course. If you hover on these placeholders, you will also see the basic information pertaining to these courses. Next Courses lists all the courses that are about to start, while Certificates, which normally would be another icon here, a bell icon, is more visible here, and there's also some more detail. We did this because many users actually didn't see the icon above here, or didn't know that they had new certificates. Of course, if you click here on all courses, you will still be taken to the My Courses page. There is some more question, but it's more random. It's something concerning the SCORM. I will get to that later. So thank you, Sujit, for asking that. Okay, another very, very important improvement is here.
Sorry, Max.
Okay.
I had just a small point. Could you go back to the dashboard?
Yes.
If you said this, sorry, I missed it. I was managing the audience. Each of these boxes are a widget, and you will be able to configure their positions and titles and different options. So the dashboard, you will be able to create it as you like it, and also you will be able to have different dashboard layouts for different groups of users of your platform. So if you have a multi-client platform, you can also have different dashboards for different users. And of course, each user will see his own data inside each block. There are a few more blocks than the one displayed in this screenshot, and a few more we are developing and will be added in the next releases. So this will be growing feature in the platform.
Okay, excellent. I mentioned something of what you were saying, but it's better to see it live. So banner, and in this case, the banner actually takes you to a video, which is also something that you can do. In this case, video, a teaser video on what Forma LMS is, and these are the courses. As you can see, if you hover on these placeholders, you see some more information. And this is the certificate icon I mentioned before. And if we go to the backend, to the administration area, this is the dashboard settings. So as you can see, you can make every widget 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, whatever. You can move it to the right, to the left, up or down, and you can add many more widgets with this. I'm not doing it right now, but this is what Alberto was mentioning. So in this case, 4 columns, 2 for the image and video banner, 2 for the welcome message, and below 2, 1 and 1 columns to host the calendar, the next courses, and the announcements. For everything, you can also change the title. And if I go back from here, this users button lets you decide who is going to be showed the specific dashboard. So if I click here, I can say, okay, just the demo users are the one who are going to see this specific dashboard. And if I create a second dashboard, I can decide that just this specific subfolder is the one who is going to see the second dashboard, and so on. So thank you, Alberto, for suggesting this. I think now it's maybe clearer what the dashboard is. Okay, I was about to speak on the learning object management, which is also something that people have asked for a long time. Until now, learning objects were displayed as a list of small icons and could be managed, could be moved up and down with some arrows. People have asked there for a long time for the drag and drop, and now it's possible. And it's also possible to select multiple learning objects at a time. And it's also possible to delete massively many learning objects. So basically, this is the new look. This is the teacher area. So this is what the teacher or administrator of any course would see. The look and feel has been made a little bit like Google Drive. The idea is that on the left side, you see the folder structure, the basic folder, subfolder, and another subfolder. Every time you select a specific learning object, or you click here, all the contextual buttons are displayed. Show, edit, properties, give access to specific people, categorize or tag, copy, and of course, delete. And the creation of a new learning object is not with create new button that used to be down here, is now create new like this, and then you select the thing that you want to add. Let's just see it live. If it's possible. I don't know if I am on. Okay. This is what I was talking about. If you want to create a new directory or a new HTML page or anything, just use this this button. And
Max?
yes.
Hi. Quick question regarding the styles, but basically when we customize the Forma stuff for ourselves to match, like for instance, our company colors and so on, we go into the CSS files and then we go change everything there. It does give us a bit of an issue when we do upgrades, in the sense that the correspondence between the two gets lost. So when you copy and paste the files over, you have to redo some of those styles. Is there, are you guys going to introduce an option in the admin area that a person can change the color, backgrounds, and so on?
Not natively. If you remember, I mentioned a plugin called Templated at the very beginning of my presentation, and that's what can be used for any administrator to change. I'm going to show you in a minute. First of all, there's a very basic rule. Anytime you upgrade a system, the standard template gets overwritten. And that's for a good reason, because there might be changes from one version to the following one. And in case, and of course, those changes may affect the standard template. So the most important rule is always leave the standard template as it is, duplicate it with templated or without templated, it doesn't matter, duplicate it and do all your changes in the duplicated template, in the copy, not in the standard, because otherwise you will always lose, or you lose all your changes with every upgrade. While because upgrades overwrite the standard, but do not overwrite the copies. So with just this basic rules, all your problems are solved. If you want to do something more and to understand better how you can customize your Forma, you can use Templated, which allows you to change the colors for 1, 2, 3 until 6 different colors. You can change the color of the classes, the background, pop-ups, and of course you can easily change the favicons, the logo, and the back office logo. Also, Templated allows you to associate a specific template to a specific course catalog, and it allows you to create more templates, just like this. Enter a name and Johan, add template, and you will have your own template, and you'll be able to display it to specific people, to specific users or organization chart nodes. But basically, just don't please know that your standard template will always be overwritten. And once you have a duplicated template, just select that one as the default template. That's the basic rule and the basic suggestion.
That's very nifty. That's going to help a lot.
Okay. Alberto was about to say something, so.
No, I just get back to the presentation, so we can stick to the new format topics and maybe answer all questions later. And in the end, everybody can write in the chat any questions. So
yeah, I still have 2 questions I need to answer, but it's okay. I don't mind if somebody changes topics here and there. I think this thing was useful for most of the people who already use Forma. Okay, while we're here in the new management of learning objects, I don't know if you understood that you can drag and drop. Okay. I'm not doing it right now, but it's much easier than it was before, because before you needed to use up arrows and down arrows. Now it's, I think, much better. I don't know how many LMSs have this feature. This is what happens when you click on the context buttons. And of course, this is what the student would see. The learner would just see this. While we're here, somebody asked about the score. What we improved was this thing. The SCORM player has been improved, is now a bit more responsive. I think everybody was accustomed to a black iframe with an ugly close button on the right side, which now has been replaced by this X. And this is how a SCORM looks right now. Probably what I don't remember the name, sorry. What Sujit was asking is not only the look and feel, but other features. To put it short, in the very latest versions of Forma, so 2.44 and 3.0, there's been a lot of technical improvements, not only look and feel, concerning the SCORM support. So I don't know what version you are using now, but the current version is sure better than the one you're using. And while we're still here, I'm also answering to Joseph, who was asking about the gradebook. I don't know exactly what you were referring to. The gradebook is the area where tests are, where the scores of the tests are displayed and can be managed. Well, actually, no, not much has been changed in Forma 3 compared to Forma 2. Of course, these tabs have now been made ovals rather than tabs, but basically the functionality stays the same. This responsive table had been already changed and improved many well, maybe more than a year ago. So it's not actually a news. Also, the tests can be moved with drag and drop, but this has been true for a long time, I think for more than 1 year. Is there something I'm forgetting concerning the gradebook?
No, just minor fixes, not major improvements. So yes, we had some fixes here and there, but no major, no new features. I mean,
okay.
In this part. Since I'm talking, I wanted to add some more details on the learning object, just to add something to what you already said about the new learning object creation, which is not just, I mean, the new button, but the experience, the user experience is highly improved. I mean, you are now one click away from your new learning object, where before in the old version you had to do this in 3 steps. So it's way more easy and fast to create any new learning object, and this yes.
Yeah, it's true. I just created a new learning object and there we go.
Yeah. And since you were talking about the drag and
I'm
drop,
also selecting.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I like this so much. Go on.
With the X, or what should I do? X, delete?
No, I was talking about the multi-selection. So if you do control-click on multiple items, you can drag and drop them
okay.
up and down or inside a folder. So I mean, managing all of this part will be way easier and has been highly improved.
Okay. Sujit has asked something else, but exactly as I expected. The thing you are asking, so some SCORMs are not marking complete in the latest Chrome version. This was fixed in May 2020. So I suppose you still have a very, very old version.
Yeah. There is a patch for older versions.
I think it's almost 2 years ago.
Yeah,
So
anyway, if someone is missed it, there is a patch available on the community, and the fix is included in all the latest releases.
yeah, we have a wonderful community here, and patches. Well, actually, this thing that Sujit is referring to has been inserted into version 2.4, so which is now open to everybody. So you can get it even without being an association member. But if you go to the forum and look for this specific patch, you will find the patch, I think, here, either in the patches or in the installation forum. So let's move forward with the presentation. Okay, some more important improvements, basically in the language management, in the aggregated certificates, the dates of the editions, and something else that people have been asking. Go on.
Sorry again, Max. Sorry to interrupt you. Was forgetting the new learning object management will be. This will be is pretty interesting for the future roadmap. This component we created here will be the base for a refactoring of most of the administration features, like the user management, the course management, wherever we have a free-like structure and a list of items, we will use this component as a base, and so you will see next releases huge improvements also in the administration feature, thanks to the effort made for this component. Just to let you see that yes, we took a lot of time to release this version, but what we did for Forma free will be really determinant, very important for all the feature, and will facilitate and make it faster and easier to release new versions. Thanks. Okay. I just wanted to share this.
I understand. It's very interesting. This is an example of what I've been saying at the beginning, because at the beginning I was saying that the boring part is actually what will make all the funny parts be possible in the future. This answers what you have just said, answers to what Joseph was asking. Joseph was asking if any planned or new changes, forum, drag and drop threads, manage folders through drag and drop or mass delete. So the answer is not right now. It's not in our roadmap, but because of the effort that we did here in the learning object management, when we will tackle the forum, it will be possible, because we will already have all the tools available, the responsive tables, and this structure allowing us to easily manage with drag and drop all the sections where we have a table. So I don't know if the forum will be the first part that we will improve, I suspect that organization chart or other sections of the LMS will be the ones that we will tackle before. But okay, just as we did here, because somebody had asked, if some customer asks us to improve the forum section, it might be. Before moving further, let me see the next question.
Yeah, Lauren is asking about a way to customize emails sent, the default notifications sent for courses, because at the moment we have only the general language settings and templates sent for all the courses. Well, yes, you can customize them a little bit with course name and username and so on, but not in this update.
Yes, but I don't think I understood correctly what Lauren is asking, or maybe there is some misunderstanding, because when you subscribe user to a specific course, yes, there is a default email that is being sent out, but you can include tags, like for example, the course name. So you can have in a way, a specific email for course, because it will be, hey user, you have been subscribed to the course name course, and okay, it's not exactly a specific email for every course, but some customization is already possible right now.
Yes, thank you very much. You did answer my question.
Okay.
We just experience sometimes with having clients across different parts of the world. It has to be client specific and certain content and things like that. So the write-up, at this stage, it just has to be edited on course specific. So I just want to know if with the new updates that if that has been changed, but completely understand. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, just to complete my question, of course, we are speaking about automatic notifications, but in case you want to have a more specific or customer specific notification, you can always use the newsletter feature inside every course. In that case, you can write out whatever you want and send it out to all the users enrolled to that course, if that helps.
Yes, thank you very much. It does help. Thank you.
Okay. Alberto, what about dynamic links? Is it something specific to one of our customers, or will it be under Forma 3?
No, it is already under Forma 3. It is a new feature, but well, since you are in, we extended the multi-template customization options. So when you have multi-template environment, maybe yes, let's go there. System configuration, Max.
Okay.
Advanced.
Yeah.
Okay, we changed. If any of you used in the past the main template assignment feature, it was just a text area where you had to write down the template name and the URL assigned to that template. This way you can show a specific template when a user arrives from a different URL. Now we added, okay, it's way easier and better because we have this feature to add new templates and URL. And plus, we added the possibility to assign not just a template to a URL, but also a node to the template. So any user within this node will receive the correct URL in the standard notifications. I mean, a user is registering, as an example, from the customer free domain in his registration confirmation email. You will see that the correct link. This wasn't possible before. So we are in step by step improving these features that will let every manage multiple clients or bands from the same Forma installations. This was a missing point in this configuration. So at least the correct URL can be sent whenever a user can do registers or do a password recover option. You will get the correct domain name.
Okay, I don't know how many of you use Forma for multi-tenant environments. Many of our customers actually already do. And I don't know how many LMSs out there have all these features. I think these are very sophisticated features, multiple URLs, multiple domains, and multiple templates, and also different links according to where you come from. This has also been was asked for a lot of time by some people who are registered to this webinar. So I'm happy to give the information.
So, sorry, Max, can I just ask a question on there? Does that also apply to if there is an admin logged into a domain, a custom domain, and they add a new user, the customized URL will be sent out to their new user?
Provided that, Alberto will correct me if I'm wrong, but provided that the admin is logged in with the customized URL and in the correct node, even in that case, the automatic email will include the dynamic link.
Yes, well, the important point is the node. The node is driving and defining which URL they will receive.
Okay, so providing the admin's logged into like the root of the node. Yeah. Is there going to be an opportunity to have a customized email for each node at some point in the future?
Yeah, we are discussing it. It's a long time. It will be a very important feature to have, but it's not as easy as
no, I understand.
Because you have to manage multiple SMTP configurations. So we are trying to find a good way to manage this, because it may bring to some systematic and server issues managing multiple domain names and multiple email servers at the same time. But yes, we are. This is in our roadmap definitely.
At least the idea, as far as I can remember, is that the sender email will always be the same, but the description. So I'm always sending by noreply@forma.cloud. But if I am customer 1, my email will look as if it was sent by customer 1, and if I am customer 2, my email, my account, I don't know how it's called technically, but I will be displayed as customer 2 or customer 3 and so on. So probably that's the easiest way to fulfill this this requirement.
Fantastic. Thank you.
We discussed this more than 1 year ago with some customer. Okay, let's move forward. If there is no further question up to now. So I was saying language management, aggregated certificates, editions dates, and Outlook. So I will go to the live LMS to show you this, but basically now the language management has been improved like this. So everything is more responsive. You can always sort by language module, by key, by plugin name, or by translation, and you can more easily compare even when you are in a specific language. And you can also search for a specific language key. So, for example, if I know that I'm looking for, I don't know, login, okay, this is these are all the keys that contain the login string. And if I want to compare English to, I don't know, Japanese, okay, it's much easier to pick from Japanese and change the English translation. I'm joking, of course.
A couple of more of a couple of things like this. I know these are not the main issues, but other improvements are about when you add language to your platform, you don't need anymore to look for the XML file, but you can add any language directly from the platform. Yes, go Max, go try import.
Okay, well,
you can
I
select.
didn't know.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
So if I need to add German, I don't need to have an XML file downloaded from I don't know where, or from the installation package, but I can import from the core. So let's add German. Wonderful.
Yes.
Also, something else that I probably forgot to mention, if you just need to update, I don't know, all the emails, for example, so let's look for all the system emails, you can just select these 6 or 7, these 8 entries, and you can export that to XML and have it translated or modified by somebody. And then, if I'm not mistaken, you can import just these 8 entries. So you
yes, you're right, Max.
Yeah, you need to
this way you can import and export just some parts of your translations whenever you create a new platform or migrate from one place to the other and so on.
Yeah, and also you can sort for any column, any field, etc. Okay, then another important thing is that, well, it's minor, but it's always a nice improvement. If you have 3 different dates and you want them all to start at the same time and end at the same time on the same classroom, you can select the time and the classroom for every row and save changes massively. And also you can add new dates from here, from this button. And finally, the most important added feature, I think, is that you can send an Outlook or Google Calendar meeting together when you click on send. I don't know how many of you actually use the classroom training feature, but some of our customers use it a lot.
Yes, Max, can you please go to the live environment? Because,
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
this is, we slightly changed the workflow to add new dates to a classroom course. So before you had to do that, going to edit the course, then you add the free small calendars, and whenever you save the course, you had to confirm all the dates. Now the dates management is separated, so you can go straight to the dates and just add new dates. That's the way we, the reason
Okay, I
we
understand.
refactored it, and also the API and the integration part has been written.
I understand.
Yeah. So yes, and then as you said, there is a calendar which works also for standard e-learning courses or general courses dates.
Okay, nice.
So users will get Outlook-like calendar, and they will be able to. And the calendars are also automatically updated. If you change a date in the course, all the subscribed users can receive the update in their Outlook or Google Calendar.
Okay, let me just go a little bit faster because time is actually running out. We have time, but then I don't know how many of you can stay for 10 more minutes. So if you wanted to stay, you're welcome. How do you update Forma if you already have Forma 2? Well, if you are with us, so if you are one of our customers in hosting or maintenance, you don't need to do anything because we will take care of everything ourselves, and we will agree with you on when and how to do it. And of course, you will always have version 3.0, 3.01, 3.1, and whatever fixes become available. If you're not one of our fixed customers, so to say, you can download the new version from the formalms.org website from here. The next to latest, if you're not an association member, and the latest if you are a member or a contributor, but we will get to that in a moment. Also, I mentioned here that our website here has been totally refactored and renewed. But okay, it's not the subject of today's presentation. I wanted to mention this Form LMS. It's not only an application, not only software, but it's also a project that includes crowdfunding, co-investments, and autonomy. And it's a sustainable model up to now. Forma was born in 2013, and since then it has evolved a lot. I think we released more than 20 different versions of Forma, and we keep making it grow. Just a few examples. The learning object management refactoring was made possible partly due to crowdfunding that we did, I think, a couple of years ago, or during the lockdown, probably. And although we didn't reach the threshold that we've set, we invested ourselves to complete the refactoring, and there you have it. Another good examples are of co-investment is that Festo, this is one of our best customers, and Purple Network, which is one of the founding members, together have co-financed the new dashboard. So they paid for that, and everybody will enjoy the dashboard. But it also works the other way around. Somebody else will fund other improvements, and Festo and everybody will enjoy the other improvements. Festo actually financed the other improvements. This latest example is something that we will talk about in the next webinar, I think in a few months. We will have a new plugin for the integration with H5P. So Forma will also become a learning content management system. It will have authoring capabilities. And this was made possible by joint investment by our association and Exxon Point, which is an association company member from Finland. They financed a massive investment jointly. And okay, basically that's what I wanted to stress before giving you the microphone or the chat for further discussion. If you want to learn more about what we do, you can register to our newsletter. You can have a look at our blog or have a look at our website. But let's just go back to the discussion. So you're now free to speak, to turn your video on, to dance, to do whatever you want. I know that Graham wants to dance.
Wants to dance, yeah. It was just to say that if anyone hasn't used the template plugin, I use it a lot, and it works really well, and it's a bit of a lifesaver. It certainly speeds up your workflow.
Well, it seems we have an influencer in this.
Oh, sorry. It was also just to chip in on the question earlier where there was a young lady asked about customizing a course email. With the course alert, I've used it on occasions to change the email and set the alert to 1 day on the first bit. So when someone's first put in on it, it then sends out your customized email.
Yeah, very good. I think you are referring to what Lauren was asking.
Yes, that's right.
She probably doesn't know that we have a further plugin that Graham is using called Course Alert that allows for customization per course, actually.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. I didn't know about that. Thank you.
I knew, but I forgot. So thank you, Graham, for mentioning this.
I'll send through my agency fee.
Yeah. Well, you're an influencer, so we'll give you, I don't know, cups, products.
Thank you.
Clothing,
A hat.
And you will do the unpacking live on YouTube. Okay.
It was one other thing I had on there was if someone is going to be updating to 3.0, and the same as I'm using at the moment, my database is the Maria database. That not to do it yet, because I spoke to Giuseppe this morning, and apparently I've got to wait for 3.0.1 when that will enable the Maria database to be updated.
Okay, excellent. So
but
next
basically, basically it works, but there's an issue with the upgrader. So,
yes.
We will release this new version very soon. I hope by this week, but today some other items popped up. So, but anyway, it will be very, very, very soon. Anyway, within this month, we will release a 3.01 and 2.4.5 new release for the community.
I'm seeing that a couple of users, thank you, Bengt. Please feel free to ask whatever information you want. I'm seeing that a couple of users have just added. I don't know if there was some misunderstanding with the time or the time zone, but Johnny and Kyle, the two latest added users, we cannot redo the webinar from the beginning. Of course, you will receive the video and the PDF, but if you have some very quick question you want to ask, since you just joined, please do. Or if anybody, I'm seeing that Kyle has turned the video on.
No questions. I'll just get the recording later. This is the time.
Okay.
The miscommunication on my time.
Time zones, I suspect. Well,
Okay.
since we're here, are you already using Forma, or is it completely new for you?
No, actually, I am using Forma for. I have 2 clients on Forma that I'm hosting for on my own servers.
Okay, excellent.
And one client has a pool base about 30 users, and the other one has about 156 users.
Mhm. Okay. Another user is joining right now. Even for Moises, the last user. Actually, it was at 3 p.m., not 4 p.m. Moises, but we're almost finished with the webinar. You will receive the PDF and the video. So if you have some very quick question, you can ask them. But I'm curious about all the other people who stayed silent and didn't ask anything, not even in the chat. But we will we will write to everybody. So if you have more specific questions, you'll be able to ask them even one by one with us. So if there is no other question, thank you everybody for for being here, for your time. Thank you, Lauren. And okay, thank you for this other message from the allergy team. Okay.
Thank you.
By the way, if you think you have something else to ask, just answer to the next email that we will send you, and we'll be happy to help you and support you. Stay tuned, because we will do more webinars.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Ron.
Bye.
Bye.